So for any precise measurement, particularly for indirect Pythagoras or any kind of Pythagoras measurement, you'd want to go ahead and take something like this LM40 laser distance meter and put it on a steady surface when you're doing measurements. You want to make sure that when you move this up and down to measure top, middle, and bottom of a doorway, that it's pretty consistent and the laser is along the same exact line as it's doing the measurement. You want to make sure the laser dot is along the same imaginary line, or using this tape measure as a guide, shining the laser exactly at it at 3 different points. Top of the door frame, middle, or better about where it's in the middle, so it's 90 degrees, and bottom at the absolute edge. So top, absolute edge, middle, thereabouts, where it's about 90 degrees, and then bottom, the bottom edge. That's where you want to point the laser, the bottom edge. And so you want to make sure that these points are accurate and consistent. If they are, you'll get an accurate reading. And one way to help you do that is to mount it on something like a camera tripod. This is just an ordinary camera tripod which has been set up in place here, and it's pretty steady. And the only thing that can make it unsteady is if you kick it, or if you put something heavy on top of it. And this weighs barely anything. But this has literally been taped down with clear packaging tape. So the side of the case has tape going to the side here, and the side of this case, you can better see the tape going from the side of the red case onto the side over here. So we're going to go ahead and flick on the laser, and you'll see exactly where it's shining. And of course, here it is. It's set up already. So on power on, it's set to start the measurement from the back. That's the back of this unit. That's fine. You can just leave it. The other alternative would be to set it by hitting the unit button. And you notice it's the arrow changed to the front, so it's going to start the measurement from the front. Just set it to the back. Now it's set it to go to the back. And now we're going to go ahead and see, there's the laser dot. Now it might go off on us, turn off, because it just does that to save power if we're not using it. So it's a little off. We have to change the button here and loosen it up so we can move it a little over, to the left of the tape measure. Oh, went off. Hit the button again. It's powered on. Okay, so we'll leave the laser dot right there where it is. We're going to go ahead and we'll tighten it. This will help it not go left and right, but stay pretty much centered over there to the left of the tape measure. And we'll just use the tilt stick here on a tripod. And we'll just move it up. First measuring point just a little above the corner edge there. And the second measuring point in the middle, right where we get the level showing us it's 90 degrees. Once we have that, that's our second measurement right there in the middle, 90 degrees according to the level. And then last measurement down at the bottom, so right at the edge of the doorway. So again, it's important to use a steady fixture like this if you want to have an accurate Pythagoras measurement. Any error with your measuring point at the top or bottom, or even with the 90-degree angle, which is your reference in the middle, any error on any of those three, and your Pythagoras measurement is going to be off. So this is one cheap and simple and makeshift way of using an ordinary tripod, camera tripod, to get a little more accuracy out of your laser distance meter.